What if you could architect your own success? What if you had a blueprint to not just build a career, but to build an empire of influence, opportunity, and yes, even wealth? That's not some far-off dream. It's the power of what I call individual architecture, your personal brand. Forget everything you think you know about branding. It's not just for big companies or flashy celebrities. Today, it's for you. In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to give you a step-by-step guide to building a powerful professional identity from absolute scratch. One that will transform how the world sees you and the opportunities that come your way. So, why even bother with a personal brand? Let's break down the benefits, because they are massive. First and foremost, it builds trust and credibility. When you consistently show up and share your knowledge, you're not just another voice in the crowd. You become the go-to expert. People start seeking you out for advice because they trust your insights. Think about the last time you needed help with something. Did you search for a generic company, or did you look for a person, a name you recognized and trusted? That's the power of a personal brand. You become that trusted name. Next, a strong brand acts like a magnet for opportunities. Seriously, when your expertise is clear and your value is visible, you stop chasing clients, collaborations, and job offers. They start coming to you. Imagine waking up to emails from people who want to work with you, not because you applied for a job, but because they found your content, resonated with your message, and knew you were the person they needed. Your brand becomes your 24/7 marketing team, working for you even while you sleep. It's a complete game changer in how you approach your career. In today's crowded market, how do you stand out? Your personal brand is your unique selling proposition. It's what makes you, you. There might be thousands of graphic designers, financial advisors, or fitness coaches, but there's only one of you. Your unique combination of skills, experiences, personality, and story is what sets you apart. A well-crafted brand highlights this uniqueness, making you the obvious choice for your ideal audience. It turns competition into irrelevance because no one can replicate your personal brand. And finally, this goes beyond just business transactions. A strong personal brand helps you foster a loyal community. People are drawn to people. When you share your journey, your values, and your personality, you're not just gaining customers. You're building a tribe of dedicated followers. These are the people who will champion your work, support your new ventures, and stick with you for the long haul. This community is the true currency of the digital age, a powerful network built on genuine connection and shared values. It's about creating relationships, not just a list of contacts. All right, you see the benefits. But how do you actually build this thing? It's not as complicated as it sounds. Let's break it down into 3 clear steps. Step 1 is to define your core. This is the foundation of your entire brand. You can't build a strong house on a weak foundation, so you need to get crystal clear on who you are and what you stand for. Start by identifying your core values. What principles guide your life and work? Honesty, innovation, community. Write them down. Then, think about your passions. What topics could you talk about for hours? What do you genuinely love doing? Your passion will be the fuel that keeps you going. Finally, identify your expertise. What are you good at? What skills have you developed? Do you fall into the trap of thinking you need to be the #1 expert in the world? You just need to know more than the people you're trying to help. Once you have that, ask yourself 2 crucial questions. First, what problem do I solve? People don't follow brands. They follow solutions to their problems. Are you helping people save money, get healthier, build their business, or find more joy in their lives? Get specific. The second question is, who do I solve it for? You cannot be everything to everyone. Who is your target audience? Are they young entrepreneurs, busy parents, recent college grads? The more specific you are, the more your message will resonate. Defining your core is all about this internal work. It's about introspection before you even think about posting anything online. Step 2. Craft your narrative. People connect with stories, not with lists of credentials. Your story is what makes you human and relatable. So, what's your journey? What challenges have you overcome? What successes have you had? You don't need a dramatic rags to riches tale. You just need an authentic story that explains why you do what you do. This narrative becomes the central theme of your content. Once you have your story, you need to establish a consistent tone of voice and visual identity. Is your tone witty and informal, or is it professional and authoritative? Are your visuals bright and energetic, or are they clean and minimalist? Consistency is key here. Whether someone sees your LinkedIn profile, your Instagram post, or your YouTube video, they should instantly recognize it as you. This consistency builds familiarity and trust. Your narrative, your voice, and your visuals all work together to create a cohesive and memorable brand experience. Step 3 is to build your presence. This is where the rubber meets the road. You've done the internal work, you've crafted your story, and now it's time to share it with the world. First, choose the right platforms. You don't need to be everywhere. That's a recipe for burnout. Go where your target audience hangs out. If you're targeting professionals and want to build a corporate network, LinkedIn is your best bet. If you want to create in-depth tutorials and build a deep connection, YouTube is fantastic. If your brand is highly visual, Instagram or Pinterest might be the place for you. Pick 1 or 2 platforms to start and master them. Then, the most important part, consistently create and share valuable content. Notice the keywords, consistently and valuable. Consistency builds habit and expectation for your audience. Value builds trust and authority. Your content should be an extension of your core mission. It should solve the problems of your target audience. Give away your best ideas. Teach, inspire, entertain. The more value you provide for free, the more people will trust you and want to work with you. And finally, engage with your audience. Personal branding is not a monologue. It's a conversation. When people comment on your posts, reply to them. Ask questions. Start discussions. Show them that there's a real person behind the brand who cares. This engagement is what turns followers into a community and a community into a powerful network. Building relationships is the ultimate goal. Now, let's look at a masterclass in personal branding. Gary Vaynerchuk, or Gary V. Whether you love him or find his energy a bit much, you can't deny he's a genius at this. Gary is the ultimate example of authenticity. His style is straightforward, no nonsense, and packed with high energy. He doesn't try to be anyone but himself, and that raw authenticity has attracted a massive die-hard following. People trust him because he feels real. He's not putting on a corporate front. He's just Gary. That's a powerful lesson. Your unique personality is your superpower, not something to hide. Another key to his success is content proliferation. Gary's strategy is legendary. He creates one long-form piece of content, like a keynote speech or a podcast, and then his team chops it up into dozens of smaller pieces for every platform imaginable. A quote becomes an Instagram graphic, a short clip becomes a TikTok video, a longer segment becomes a LinkedIn post. He's everywhere, but he's not creating 100 different things from scratch. He's intelligently repurposing his core message to fit each platform. This strategy allows him to dominate the digital landscape and reach an incredibly wide audience without burning out. And what's the result of all this? How did he go from brand to wealth? Gary Vaynerchuk leveraged his massive personal brand to build his business empire. His brand is the engine that drives VaynerMedia, one of the world's most successful digital agencies. Clients come to VaynerMedia because they know, like, and trust Gary. His personal brand is the company's biggest marketing asset. It also opened doors for his other ventures, from his investments to his NFT projects. He built the audience first, earned their trust, and then created products and services for them. His journey is a powerful testament to the fact that your personal brand can be the single most valuable asset you ever build. So let's bring it all back. Building your personal brand, your individual architecture, isn't some mystical art. It's a strategic process. First, you define your core, your values, passions, and expertise. You figure out what problem you solve and for whom. Second, you craft your narrative, your unique story, your consistent voice, and your visual identity. And third, you build your presence, choosing the right platforms, consistently creating valuable content, and engaging with your audience to build a real community. Remember, this is not an overnight project. Building a powerful personal brand is a long-term investment in yourself and your future. It's a marathon, not a sprint. But every single post, every single interaction, every piece of value you share is a brick being laid in the foundation of your future success. The work you put in today will pay dividends for years to come in the form of trust, opportunity, and community. The best time to start was yesterday. The second best time is right now, so start building your brand today. If you want more insights like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel, and I want to hear from you. Comment below with the single biggest branding challenge you're facing right now. I'll be in the comments helping out as much as I can. Thanks for watching.